Well, day 3 in the books of the war in Israel against Hamas. And our President Potato-in-Chief finally made an appearance and said some things that were maybe half true in a mumbly sort of way, but didn't freeze or try to reclaim the $6 billion worth of funds that Iran is using to fund the attacks upon Israel. But now all of a sudden he hates terrorists, just hates them. Man, this world is so screwed. And you need to watch this show, because if you don't, you might be unprepared for what's about to come. Because if you think it's going to stay over on the other side of the ocean, you got another thing coming. Don't go away.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future. We all start losers. We're all late bloomers. Gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Dangerous times, man. Dangerous times, yeah. Truth Slinger coming at you for the 163rd plus odd time. And I'm here flanked by my ever-present partner, hippie chick, who's about ready to fall asleep because she took her little sleepy pills for the night. So, yeah, I'm just going to come to you and talk to you a little bit about the day's events, right? The lines in my face are etched a little bit more clearly than they were this morning, right? And I believe if you've been keeping up with any of this at all, you would agree that probably this is affecting you the same way. I've been trying to work today, but I've also been absolutely glued to the Twitter feed because what I'm seeing is happening at a rate of acceleration that is mind-boggling. I've never seen anything like this on social media. Anything. A great realignment has occurred. I thought it was a big deal when Kevin McCarthy was ousted, right? I thought when people lined up for and against that, I thought, this is a great dividing line. No. This Israeli conflict with the Palestinians and Hamas, right? And we've been studying today. We watched a documentary about the whole history, of Israel, all the way from biblical times, and so we've been delving into this, and man, it is so stinking complicated. And the only hope to navigate this correctly is with a biblical worldview, and I mean Christian, Christ, following Christ, not Jewish, right? Following the New Testament, right, and Jesus Christ the Savior. And he's our only hope right now. And what we're seeing is stuff that is going on of a biblical proportion, okay? We got a black hole out there that's doing weird shit that scientists are freaking out about, right? Right? This weird-ass black hole. It was on Fox News, right? We've got Argentina, I think the capital. There's wildfires bearing down. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. It's just like this. The footage is stunning and biblical. But I probably won't even be able to show it to you in the feed because I've been tweeting and retweeting all day long, incessantly. And my Twitter base grew in like 3 days, doubled the number of subscribers. And that's not so much that I'm so smart or brilliant or whatever, although I am, but it's more because of the fact that as people are starving for the news and straight news feeds. And if you're getting your news anywhere else from the legacy media, besides someone like me, who's bringing you the aggregated Twitter news, you're days behind, and you're also living under, oh God, a real damn thick layer of propaganda on both sides, right? That's not to say there's no propaganda on Twitter, because there is, but at least you can filter through it. And it's a little bit more clear what's going on. But yeah, everybody's picking fights with everybody, right? I mean, it's amazing the divide in conservatism right now, right? You know, you got the Zionists and you've got the pacifists, the coexisters, you've got the apologists for, the poor oppressed Palestinians, right? And as a result, what's going on is we've got essentially, hey, what's up, buddy? You okay? We've got this stuff catching worldwide, right? We've already got Iran. We already know, pretty sure that they're involved in this, and we've got weapons that came from probably the Ukraine, definitely from Afghanistan. We've got demonstrations touching out all over the world, touching off, right? There are sympathizers, right? And there are, in my opinion, Muslim cells all over the place. Twitter, everybody, half of the people, right, who believe, well, most of the people that believe like I do are screaming, get a gun, right? Because this is coming here. And it's coming here sooner rather than later. In my opinion, everything is ripe, guys. I mean, all right, our strategic oil reserve is lower than it's ever been, okay? Our power grid is still extremely vulnerable. And we've been letting people pour over the southern border by the millions. And we know that terrorists on the watch list have been apprehended. Right? It's kind of like cockroaches. For every one of them you see and squish, right, there's 10 more or 100 more. And so we know that there are sleeper cells all across the country. What more time would we be vulnerable? They're not going to wait until next year, guys. I just don't believe it. I believe that stuff is going to start to set off here within a matter of the next maybe 120 days, right? When it starts to get real cold, the lights may go out. And that's my prediction. That's what's going to happen. We are ripe for the picking, and the world believes we're weak. And this is it. This is the big holy war, boys and girls. Honestly, I thought China was going to move on Taiwan first. But that's not the way it's turned out. Now, I don't know how many people are going to watch this. I really just kind of wanted to get on and talk about this and decompress it for a minute. And I'm not even sure whether I'm going to bring up my Twitter feed or not. I may just do that in the morning and do another show in the morning and go through the Twitter aggregation for today, because the news will be still relatively fresh. And but if you want to, go to my Twitter, which is at TruthSlingerX, capital T, capital S, capital X. And you can follow me there, and you can see everything I've been retweeting all day, that Jen and I have been retweeting all day. Just burning it up. And because I don't have a blue check mark again, I keep getting throttled because we're putting out so many that X thinks that we're a bot. But there's everything that you need to know is there. I've aggregated it for you. If you want to see bodies, if you want to see rubble, if you want to see explosions, if you want to see that kind of stuff, all the graphic stuff is on the feed. And since I'd like to keep my YouTube channel, I don't think I really want to show any of it on YouTube, right? Instead, I think tomorrow I may get in the car and I may go get a new phone at Walmart and get Twitter Blue verified. And maybe in about 3-4 days, I get that blue check mark again. But anyway, then I can start uploading full episodes of this show directly to X, and then censor them when I have the time for YouTube. But yeah, all the burnt babies and I posted a video of a man hacking the head off of an Israeli man. I guess it was an Israeli man in his home after he murdered the family. Took a spade shovel and started, hacking. Because a human head doesn't come off real easy. You got to smack it a bunch of times, And so, I don't, it's a note of caution. I don't know. Tomorrow I probably will try and show some of the stuff, but I'm going to have to take time to blur some of it out so it survives on YouTube. Yeah, actually, YouTube was pretty good. They age restricted my last show, but they didn't censor it or take it down. So maybe there's hope there. Anyway, but again, what I've seen today is horrific. And morally speaking, after weighing all the discussions and weighing in on the discussions, what I found is that the people that believe there's barbarism on both sides of this thing and say, we all just need to get along, like this guy Cernovich, I've been all over his ass all day trying to get his attention, and he won't engage with me. And, but he's just he thinks he's like Socrates. He even calls himself Socrates, the modern day Socrates. And, he's trying to draw a moral equivalency between all of us who are really pissed off and believe that the evil Palestinian authority, Hamas, and anybody that supported them that didn't get out needs to be just exterminated. I mean, it's hard to say. It's rough to say. But what's the average IQ in the Gaza Strip? 67? 67. 67, and they've been taught since they were children that the Jews are vermin and need to be exterminated and shoved into the sea. Right? There's no hope there. And the unemployment rate, and half of the country is like under the age of, I don't know what the hell it is, children, 15 or some shit like that. right? An entire brainwashed, culture. And it's, and so I'm fighting with these people, and I'm saying, the only problem with your position, right? I mean, I get what you're saying, and I understand that there is a military industrial complex. I get that. But, at the same token, there is real evil in the world. And when you can gang rape women and you can abuse and murder children, innocent children, ones that aren't taught from when they're born to hate the other side, right? And I'm not saying that that there have been no politicians in Israel that have ever been corrupt. I'm not saying that there have never been any inappropriate hatred from the Jewish side. What I am saying is that you don't see Jews raping dead bodies and then parading them around celebrating. Why do you think we haven't seen pictures? We got people going, oh, there's no dead babies. 40 babies were decapitated in a small town, border town near Gaza. Decapitated. The CNN reporter was visibly shaken. She saw it. It's been confirmed by CBS News that it happened. Okay? But because there weren't pictures, people are saying it never happened, like the Holocaust deniers. Right? My ass, it didn't happen. I saw pictures of people. I saw a video of somebody hacking off somebody's head. What? They're not going to do that to a baby? Oh, no, they would draw the line at a baby. They would never do that to a dead baby's body. Fuck you. I didn't get through a show without it. I read a study that said people that swear are actually more intelligent. So fuck you. I'm smarter than you. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, there is no moral equivalency, right? If you believe that both sides are wrong and evil, then you do not understand the true evil in the world, that there is real, actual evil. If you say, well, killing someone is evil. No, not always. Not always. Some son of a bitch burst into my house and threatening to do harm to me, my wife, and my dogs. You're going to die. You need killing. And I'm perfectly justified before God doing so, right? And you try that shit in this country, come to my fucking house first. All right? Seriously. You try that shit. BLM now came out in support, right, of the Palestinians. They got a parasailing device, like they flew in to Israel, and killed all those people at the 250 plus kids or young people at a rave, and they hooked. They sure as shit did. They came out to Chicago BLM in solidarity with the Palestinians, right? It's coming here. What they said is, we got you, and we're going to use those tactics here, man. Right? They are. It's the same thing, right? It's the same ideology. They're talking about decolonization, right? Get rid of the colonizers. You know who the colonizers are, right? You and me. Right? Yeah, they're coming for us. They're coming for us. And if you think this is going to stay over the other side of the pond, you're wrong. You're dead wrong. And you're going to be dead. Get a gun, right? Get a plan. Get the hell out of the cities, okay? Or have a plan to get the fuck out real fast. And bug out, right? And you're smarter to do it now. If you're financially able to, capable of doing it, you know, because it's coming. It is coming. I promise you it's coming. It's coming, isn't it? It's coming. Yeah. There's no sign in the last 3 days this is slowing down at all. People are taking up sides like it's nobody's business. And people are pissed. People are angry. Right? And what Joe Biden did today came out, didn't appease anybody. I mean, you know, maybe some milquetoast people. But I think most people see through the shit, you know. We just released $6 billion to Iran, $125 million to the Palestinian Authority or the Hamas in an aid package 2 days before, 48 hours before they came in with the hang gliders and in their boats and did all that shit and just started murdering from house to house. It's gruesome shit. They built a fake town in Iran, apparently. Now, I don't know how we know this so quick, but we didn't see the... And what's the shit? And, well, you know, they built this fake town, apparently, to practice in. Looks a lot like Israel and looks a lot like here. Suburbs, right? But, you know, that's the other question is that people are asking. And you know what? I think there are some unanswered questions here. If the CIA, the DHS, and the CIA and FBI, all them son of bitches, three-letter agencies are so effective, why the hell didn't anybody see this coming? Why didn't the Mossad see this coming? The Mossad, the premier spy agency, like on the planet. Mossad. Nope. You know? I don't know. Maybe they used it as a justification to go in and just finally take care of business. I don't know. But what I do know is this. If you don't have a spiritual, biblical worldview to inform your attempts to make any sense of this at all, you'll fail. Because you have to understand that true evil exists. And that we, as followers of Christ, are called to hate that evil. And there's a time for peace and there's a time for war. And there's a time to turn the other cheek and there's a time to bitch slap the other guy into another century. And this is that time. And, you know, you're not going to de-escalate this thing by dropping your hands. Okay? It's like being in a fight and just get punched in the face and then being told, well, you just need to drop your hostilities and lower your hands and don't punch the guy back. That's insane. That's insane. Okay? I don't think that we need to attack Iran in order to bring about the coming of Jesus. I believe we are witnessing the coming of Jesus and prophecy is unfolding and that things are just going to happen the way they are, right? So where am I at with all this philosophical pondering all day? I am back to the same place I was in my last episode and the last 161 episodes, but more so the last 20 or 30, where I am saying you need to be prepared. I'm more concerned. We can't stop this from happening. We can bitch all we want on Twitter. Can you take care of the dog? We can bitch all we want to on Twitter. Nothing's going to change. Okay? My concern is, what is the implication of what does that mean for you, for me, for everyone in this country? You need to, if you don't believe, if you think that the Dunkin' Donuts is going to be serving pumpkin spice latte no matter what come this fall, then you got to pull your head out of your ass. because you do not yet believe that this can go sideways. And what I'm telling you is that we are no longer on the verge of World War III. I've been telling you that for a while. As a matter of fact, I've been saying that we already were in World War. But this is pretty much makes it official. Everybody's going to get involved in this one. We got two carrier groups, right? One has just arrived in the area, and the second one is on its way. 2 carrier groups, man. What do you think we're going to do with those things? Right? And the administration hasn't said shit about evacuating anyone. Nothing. No. Don't care about Americans that are there, just like they didn't care about them in Afghanistan. The only thing they said right was we're going to replenish Israel's and we're going to support them, right? And terrorism bad. Great. That's the extent of Sleepy Joe's speech, right? But the $6 billion still, they apparently don't have access to it. My ass, they don't. They need to be clawing that money back, and they won't do it. They refuse to do it. So there is evil, and there is evil, I believe, in the motivations of some that are fighting on the side of good in order to eradicate evil. And I don't know how to put that in my pipe and smoke it, right? There are sinful men that are fighting for good. And the Lord's will be accomplished no matter what. And that's what I mean about having a biblical worldview. And that brings me to point 2. What are the implications? Jesus is coming back. This is my daily dose of telling you the gospel. Bad news is there's a hell. Good news is Jesus is here to save you from it because he died for your sin. And he rose from the dead, and he is God in the flesh. And the only way to God is through Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by him. You got to get that figured out because you may not have much time left. Especially if you don't get number 1, that this can go sideways, you'll be dead. And you really need to get Jesus. Right? Point 3, be physically prepared. You got a bug out plan, understand electricity will probably go down. If the grid goes down, gasoline pumps won't function. You either need to bug out to a location that is, if you're in a city, closer to you within a tank of gas, where you can be with other people and fortify your location. Or you've got to learn how to siphon fuel. You've got to get a weapon. You've got to have supplies, first aid supplies, food, water for at least 72 hours until you get to a place. And then, you wherever you go, you need to make sure that you got food once you get there. Right? It's a little late if you don't have this already done, but there's still some time. But you got to wake up. So that was the message for tonight, right? Excuse me. I've seen horrible things today. And apparently as of a couple hours ago, Hamas has said they will start releasing videos of people being tortured, hostages, and executed. So tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. And I've already seen a lot of things, I can never unsee, and I'm going to continue to see them because I refuse to not confront evil in the face and look at it. And you just have to. And so I encourage you to tune back in tomorrow when I'm going to show you some of this footage. And I encourage you to go to my Twitter feed again and like, subscribe, share on all my platforms. Please support me. If you want to support me financially, that's always helpful. I can bring more episodes to you, and I don't have to read as many books if I get some help. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to talk to you, and I wanted to decompress, and I wanted to tell you that I'm a little confused, and I got to do some praying. But again, if you're not looking at any of this stuff with a spiritual overlay on top of it, you're not going to be able to make any sense of it. And I hate to say it, but, you know, I don't know, call me a Zionist, whatever label you want to put on me. God has a special place for Israel in his heart. And at one point, all of Israel will be saved. The remnant, I guess. But, and so, you know, it's there. And I support Israel because, you know, Jesus is a Jew and I am spiritually a Jew. I'm circumcised in my heart. And God has got a place for the Jews, in my opinion, in Romans. You just got to read Romans. Romans 10, I think it's in 10, 11, something like that. He's got a plan. And so I think the nation of Israel deserves to exist, and it deserves to be able to defend itself. And, you know, it's hard, but I don't believe. Look, if you believe in the Bible, you understand that sometimes God hates a people because they don't worship him, right? And in the Old Testament, right, God told, I think, Joshua to go in and destroy everybody in the town of Ai, everything, raze it, leave everything decimated, and don't keep anything. Don't take any of the spoils or plunder. And, you know, I had difficulty when I first read that, and I read the Old Testament. It's like, wow, you know, that's pretty harsh that God would do that. But you see, those people hated God, and God knows better. And when he says those people need to be destroyed, they need to be destroyed. So, in my opinion, the entire Muslim religion is Antichrist. Well, it's a fact. It's a fact. Islamism is pure evil from the pit of hell. Peaceful Muslims are misled, and they're just going to hell. And they don't know any better. You know, perhaps. I don't think all Muslims are evil any more than Christians who profess Christ, who aren't following Christ, are evil, right? They're just going to church. They're evil, but they're not evil. You know what I mean? Yeah, so God sometimes destroys things through men. And I think that's what's got to happen here. And it's going to happen here. And, you know, I don't know where World War III goes from here, except for uglier and harder for all of us. Fuel prices are probably going to be the highest you've ever seen in history. We might be paying $10 north a gallon soon, which means I'll probably have to cut these shows in half, right? I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. So, but we're going to bring it to you as long as we can. As long as we can broadcast, we will. We thank you for you coming back and supporting us. Like, share, subscribe, comment below. Hit the notify bell so you know when we go live. We're going to start going live probably a lot more soon because the civil unrest and the war coverage and all that. As soon as I get my schedule figured out so that I can read and support myself and do those things and live stream and stuff like that, we will. We will. So anyway, we love you. Thanks for being here. I'm True Slinger. That's the hippie chick. And I'm going to bed.